What's up, guys? I'm in the bush here today in Brazil, central Brazil. And the past couple of months, it's been the raining season. So the rain and the weather, the wind storms and everything else. It took down a lot of trees in this area. Here at my campsite, we have this huge tree that came down because of the storm, and on the very top of it, in the canopies, it had like a big hive, full of bees, packed with bees, and that hive and those bees had been part of this area here forever. And it's really weird to come all the way down here and find that the whole tree with the hive and everything is down. By the time I saw it and I checked it out, there was no honey no more. It had been long gone. The ants and the other bugs here, whatever, took care of it really fast. However, I had the wax, right? And I collected the wax. And now I have to clean up this mess here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna show people how to properly use a machete, because we have to consider that the machete is the #1 tool for people to use in Brazil, right? This is pretty much as important as your boots. You're going to navigate using a machete. You're gonna cut your way through a lot of shit, a lot of stuff here in the bush in Brazil, in many biomes that we have here, not only in the Amazon. And the machete is the #1 blade. Forget survival knives, bushcraft knives, whatever. It's the machete you gotta go for when you're here. And then it brings us to the point, which is, how can one properly use a machete here without cutting oneself, or without wasting too much time and energy chopping the wrong part of the bush which he's trying to cut through? Because it's really easy to spend a lot of effort hacking through the canopy, and if you don't know what you're doing, not only are you going to be wasting time and energy, but you will be neglecting to understand that a lot of those blows are being absorbed by the bush and the canopy, and so it bends and absorbs the energy. So you're just wasting your energy, you're burning calories. Creates a lot of risk and represents some danger for the user. So what I intend to do here now with this video is pretty much show people out there how to properly use a machete, saving both time and energy, and understanding what's going on before he actually goes, chopping shit down. So you have to read the environment. You have to collect intel, information on what type of canopy and stuff, whether it is vines or, just branches, the thick vegetation that you find here. You have to understand where it is coming from. The parts which you are chopping, are they connected to a longer stem, a thicker one? Because it all counts. Once you have understood how this thing is tangled here, it makes it easier for you to actually start working on it, and then optimizing all the effort and energy and time which you're putting on this type of activity here. There are some vines that were on that tree, and they came down with it, and they are all here, and I have to get rid of them, and I'm gonna use them because it makes it easier for people to see and understand the basic ideas and examples of what I'm trying to do here. Let's say I have this pile of bush here, this tangle of vines and vegetation here I want to cut through. Rather than spending my time and my energy, trying to hack and chop through all this vine here that has been, tangled here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see the connections, what stems are the main connections of the smaller and thinner stems that branch out of it. So by cutting the bigger stems, the thicker ones where all the other ones are connected to, I can actually release and clear a much longer section of the vines, rather than if I spend a lot of time and energy trying to hack through all this stuff here, and then I'll have to go there and do it all over again there. So by actually trying to locate the precise connections and important segments and cutting at that exact spot, I can save time and energy and make my life here much better by using a machete. Okay, two things before I get started here. First, using safety gloves. Like I said, lots of pricks and thorns here. You can easily cut yourself here. So make sure you got your hands protected. Secondly, the ideal machete for this type of work would be an 18-inch machete. However, I don't have a machete as long as that one here. Now, what I do have is a 15-inch machete, which in terms of cutting does the same job as the other one. The other one is preferable though, because since it's a longer machete, it puts more distance between me and what I'm chopping here, so less chances or vegetations and pricks and bugs and whatever is out there follow me. So having said that, I think you can get started here. And make sure your machete is sharp so you can do it well. I started by clearing the vegetation down here. I moved it away. So now I have a free area to move around. Secondly, I started working here 2 weeks ago. That's why you have that some of the work has already been done. But now I'm back to finish it because there's a lot of stuff to be done. So this was a good example of how to use your machete. And this whole stuff here is what I was able to free from that tree over there, simply by understanding what connections they were present there and they were tangled to, attached to. And then by severing in the right spot, I was able to minimize my effort, my times, and therefore my calories, and remove all this stuff here, like you saw before a couple of minutes ago. And that's it. This was a good example of what I was talking about. There's a whole other range for machete use here, but you know, this already works as a good illustration, as a good example of how you can optimize, you know, your effort, times, and the use of your machete here by using it correctly. Well, that's it for now, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on the other social media such as Instagram and Facebook. This was Giuliano Toniolo, and I'll see you in the bonus.